Welcome back, everybody. We got in my brand new e-bike. This is the M26 1 Pro from Varun. And I already popped the top open just to check it out. And it came packaged up really well. Everything's super secure in here. Was not moving around. It's always nice when you look in these packages and you see nothing loose and kind of messed up from shipping. Everything's shipped really well. We're gonna go ahead and take this e-bike out of here and we're gonna get it all set up and take it on a test ride. So I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse. Enjoy me setting it up here. So we've got the Varun e-bike all set up, and I've actually been test riding it all week long. I've used it to do some woodchuck hunting, which I'm going to show you guys at the end of this video here. But overall, I think I've tested it out enough to understand it pretty well and give you my opinion on it. I'm going to tell you about all the features of it right now. This is the M26 1 Pro foldable e-bike. It folds right in the middle. I'm going to show you how that works as well. Right here is your charging port where you charge the battery. When you undo this, the battery can slide in and out using the key fob as well. It's got a 200 watt, 750 peak motor right there. This bike only weighs 62 pounds. I actually weighed it. That's one thing that's unique about this e-bike. It certainly is a lot lighter than your typical e-bikes. One of the ways that they actually cut a bunch of weight on this is with the rim. You see a whole bunch of cutouts on the rim. It made the bike a lot lighter. The battery that comes in there is a lithium ion 48 volt 10.4 amp hour battery, which gives you around 60 miles. That's a generous mileage range, I think. After I was riding it, granted I'm 190 pounds and wasn't using the pedal assist very much. I was figuring the way I was riding it, I was going to get around 38 miles, but I wasn't, using the pedal assist much. I think the 60-mile range is if you're really using the pedaling quite a bit with it. It's got 26 by 4 inch thick fat tires. With really good all-terrain tread, as you guys can see there. It's got dual suspension, so you have the fork suspension in the front here, which you can lock, and it's also got a rear suspension right there, which actually makes for a pretty enjoyable ride. Pretty smooth on bumpy terrain and trails. It's got a cable drive front and rear disc brake, which you can see right there. The braking is really pronounced. As soon as you hit it, you can feel, the e-bike coming to a stop. You've got a top speed of 25 miles an hour, which I got it to on flat ground. And right here is your LED screen, which comes on, and you've got 1 through 5 for your modes. 5 is obviously the most pedal assist, the highest pedal assist, so you get the fastest out of that. You've got your headlight, which pops on right there. You can see it came on. And you can look at your miles. So I've gone 32 miles already on this e-bike. You can set your trip, how many hours, Actually shows my max speed was 20.6 miles per hour. I averaged 8 miles per hour on my trip. So we'll go ahead and shut that off. It's got a 7-speed Shimano gear system, which traverses through each gear really smooth. I never felt any issues with that at all. It's also got this nice block right here to protect your gear systems. Like say you're hauling this bike somewhere and it's laying on the ground. This is nice to protect this gear system. Having this brace right here, that's kind of a handy thing to have as well. Some of the things that I think they cut corners on this e-bike a little bit were the mud flaps. They're super cheap. You know, they're kind of annoying when you're riding. They bounce around quite a bit. So like if you're hitting a bunch of bumps and stuff, this is hitting the tire and making a lot of racket. And it doesn't matter how much you tighten this. I tightened this as much as I possibly could. It's made out of cheap plastic, and it's good for like stopping water from hitting you in the back. But I mean, if there's one thing they really cheaped out on this e-bike, it's these flaps. Those things are terrible, to be honest with you. The one in the front as well. But otherwise, this e-bike has been pretty awesome. I've been happy with it. For entry level, this is pretty awesome priced. It's between $600 and $700, which is a heck of a good deal. I'm gonna go ahead and do some riding and show you guys riding it a little bit. And if you guys are interested in this bike, there's gonna be a link in the description. I'm gonna do some more testing with it and see what you think. It's a really smooth ride. The Shimano 7-gear gear system, really smooth transitioning through the different gears as well. These tires are really aggressive and they're really loud on the road, at least. Obviously when you're off-road they won't be very loud. But the LED screen, it's a super bright day. It's the middle of the day and I can see that, you know, easily. The seat's really comfortable. I don't have any complaints about the seat. It's really soft and cushiony. The dual suspension's really nice. You can definitely feel that when you're off-road, especially we're gonna go on a woodland trail here in a second and test it out on the woodland trail. We're gonna take our pedal assist down to 1 for the woods. We'll move down some gears as well. Boy, I'm getting attacked by flies and mosquitoes in here. Holy smokes. Ouch. There's way too many flies and mosquitoes in here right now, but it's riding really nice through the woods, that's for sure. Chuck down by the rock pile. Got the 300 Win Mag right from the porch. I actually have to load this mag up. It's super muggy out tonight, so my scope fogged up as soon as I went to look through, so I had to wipe it off, but we got it. I'm gonna go ahead and get these other rounds loaded into this mag. And we'll be loaded and ready for the next one. We're gonna go down and check out and see if I got that chuck with the M26 1 Pro. Let's go ahead and turn the e-bike on. Let's go down and check it out and see if there's a dead chuck at the end of the trail. Well, I shot the chuck right from the porch up there, and he was making himself home right here, which is a horrible spot for a chuck to make home. We nailed him. I'm not gonna flip him over because that might be a little too graphic. It's extremely hot and muggy out here today. I just went down and cut a bunch of wood, and I've been riding the new e-bike around, testing it out. I've been super happy with that e-bike. That's a really nice e-bike for getting around the farm and stuff. Obviously, as you guys have seen on this video, I've talked to you a lot about it, and so far I'm super happy. The suspension is incredible on it, and it's so handy to be able to throw into the truck and take it to different places without any issue whatsoever. Super handy, just to flip it right in half, throw it in the truck, and off you go. This wood chuck was pretty easy to get down to with the e-bike, and no walking involved. Chuck down, everybody.